I was running behind. I do. I'm so country. I'll crack a whole crab with lipstick on my tooth. Sure will. It's gone, Jan. It's gone. It's the Fenty. Okay. All right. So, hey, y'all. Hey, how y'all doing? Happy White Wine Wednesday. I hope everybody is feeling good. I sure do. I don't know why. Maybe because I finally pampered myself after 4 long months, okay? No excuse, but it is an excuse, but it is my excuse, and so I'm going to tell you, my son has been here since May. Bitch, I ain't had a pedicure since, okay? These feet look like I was walking on rocks, okay? They look chewed up by rats. Fingernails, every damn thing. Eyebrows. I had a wino tell me the other day. She was like, Tasha, I'm 57 years old and I've been watching you for years and I ain't never seen you with your eyebrows not arched. Well, they arched today. You ain't got to tell me one more time. That's what we do here as sisters, okay? Whether we white sisters, Latina sisters, brown sisters, black sisters, whatever. We hold each other accountable. And somebody told me that it was okay to go get a facial, to go get my nails done, to go get my feet sawed off because they look like brand new feet, okay? To get a waxing done, get eyebrows done, and the whole nine because I literally forgot about everything because Lamine just took up all my time. I mean, it was hard getting back into a schedule, and I've been out of a schedule for 3 years, and so, yeah, but I felt pretty today again. I felt all girly and stuff. I was like, oh, my God. I said, Jasmine, just keep pushing the showtime back. I'm still here. I'm getting steamed right now. I'm still here. But anyway, listen, now that we're here, because, when you take care of yourself, you put yourself first, it boosts your confidence, so I'm a little boosted, you know what I'm saying? And shout out to my husband, because he ain't said nothing. He was like, you look good to me. I've been here 19 years. You look the same. Oh, my God. Oh, Lord. Anyway, listen. We got a full show for you guys, all right? Definitely going to be talking about Kanye West's new documentary. Also going to be talking about Mon'nique and TS Madison. Kind of low-key. Well, not low-key. Going slap dead in on Tyler Perry. I was shocked at this segment here, okay? We're also going to be discussing Tamar Braxton and her mysterious missing 4 teeth. She called Dr. Heavenly asking for them, okay? We're also going to be talking about the new Florida law. Shout out to all the Florida parents, okay? I got some good news for us. Also going to be talking about some changes in our food chain. You guys know I keep us up to breast on what we should eat and what not to eat. Also going to be talking about that little Burger King lady, and I tried to tell her, okay, but she didn't listen to me. And we're also going to be discussing Miss Tamika Scott, okay? And so listen, we got a lot that we're going to discuss in this show. We're pulling a double in today, okay? We're working overtime tonight. I'm going to try to get Jasmine out of here by like 7:30. She's sick. She about to go home and take her oil of oregano, all right? All right, so listen, we're going to go ahead and get the sponsors up in here. You guys know that this is a commercialized show, which means our advertisers pay us to run these ads, and you guys support. Thank you so much for that. We got some sponsors we need to brag about, which means Bowley raise the glass to after the break. I'm going to give y'all a little motivational talk, and we're going to get right up into it. Let's go. Do you like me, yes or no? This show is 3 beautiful women that are waiting to be chosen by their mystery man.
We ain't seen his ass yet, but how he sounding?
We like it.
Some of these interactions get interesting and real messy.
What's going on? How you doing?
Tasha K, I'm kind of nervous because his voice sounds too familiar.
Oh. I even intervened and asked my questions to extract my wine my way. Do you have a high body count?
What, do I date a lot of women?
A lot of women.
Nah, but I mean, listen.
Do you like me, yes or no? Coming soon to Unwind with Tasha K.
Tasha K presents Do You Like Me? The ultimate dating experience is here. Premiering Tuesday, September 16th at 7 p.m. Eastern. Streaming live on YouTube, Facebook, and Twitch. Subscribe now to watch the show.
Let's talk about student loan discharges in bankruptcy. Most people will tell you it's impossible. Even bankruptcy attorneys will tell you that. But guess what? We just got 2 discharged a few weeks ago, and we're going to get a lot more. So if you're struggling with your student loans, you may be able to discharge those through bankruptcy. So you should just give me a call and let's figure it out.
So you are here, not that you want to be here, okay? But you're having to come out and clear your name. Mm-hmm. You are the ex-husband to Kelly Farrell.
Correct.
Season 16's newest Real Housewife of Atlanta, okay? And Interesting enough, you guys like have a court order. You're not even supposed to be talking about your marriage or divorce or anything.
It's a gag order that we not supposed to be talking about.
Now we gotta talk about like how did you get here, because you done lost everything. You lost the marriage. How the hell did you go from $2 million a year to you're trying to pay child support and can't pay it because money is being frozen and held?
All this, everything I'm telling you right now happened before the divorce. Everything happened before the divorce.
Was there any marital issues between you two? Like, were there any infidelities
No,
that you
absolutely
know
not.
of?
No abuse, no infidelity, nothing like that. All that stuff I'm hearing she's saying on TV is for ratings.
Like what?
I heard she said I was abusive, lies. Infidelity, lies.
How does this happen?
That's right. It's against the law what happened to me. She said she went on national TV and said that's how I was gonna kill her, right? And I didn't say that. When they was handcuffing me, I was walking out the courtroom and I said, I got you. I said, it's messed up. I was telling her and her family, right? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So it's like I said, I was a very private person. I was nowhere on social media. I was on Google, none of that. And because of this show, my life is destroyed.
Watch this full program and other exclusive content on www.tashaklive.com.
And I got a bone to pick with y'all because it's thick over there on TashaKLive.com with this interview, because everybody was shocked that we came out of left field with this interview. No one knew that we was going to go get the husband, okay? Because all these allegations was being made. Shout out to my producers, Jasmine and Tiffany, for locking this in. But I'm shocked that y'all said that man whooped her ass. Because if you see him, he ain't whooping nobody ass. And I mean this with the utmost respect to Mr. Farrell, okay? Mr. Farrell like 4'11". Mr. Farrell is like 4'11". He's a tiny man. He ain't whooping nobody ass at all, okay? That's all I got to say. The interview streaming live on TashaKLive.com right now, okay? We just had to put that out as a production team. He looked like, because y'all was like, I don't know, he looked crazy. He is so tiny. He is tiny. His head, we made him look bigger. The man is little, 4'11". He throwing shit. He ain't whooping nobody ass, okay? He got to jump to throw, okay? All right, I'm gonna give you my thoughts on that interview. Just not today. I'm gonna wait for Kelly to clap back, okay? All right, listen, y'all. We're gonna go ahead and get into it. We got a little motivational speech real quick. I'm gonna keep it short and sweet. Take care of yourself, all right? It doesn't matter what you got going on. And here's what I'm gonna say. When it comes to taking care of yourself, we like to typically take the easy way out a lot of times. Let me back it up a little bit, because I'm in a excited mode right now. I'm gonna give you an example, okay? So I was having problems with my big toe, all right? And yeah, Jasmine, my big toe. Every time I went to move it, I was like, my vitamin D levels is good. I ain't got no arthritis, no inflammation, no nothing. I'm like, what's wrong with my big toe? So I went to go get some scans and stuff at the foot doctor and everything. They was like, ain't nothing wrong. You know what I'm saying? You look good. I'm like, but it hurt. And then when I try to move it, it gets stiff. So I'm trying to figure this out. And, you know, it's tempting to want to take a little cortisol shot or something, or, you know, some ibuprofen. But I just kept faith alive, okay? I just kept hope alive. I said, I'm going to figure out the underlying root cause of this. And then I figured it out. At first, I thought it was somebody had put some roots on me. But no, it was me. I did it to myself, y'all. I drive with my shoes off. And I know y'all like, what does this have to do with the motivational talk? I'm gonna give it to you, okay? I drive with my shoes off. And I drive mostly with my big toe. But I didn't know that because it was a habit. A lot of times we have such ingrained habits in our DNA that it causes symptoms and we can't even figure out what it is until, you know, we're symptomatic. And then when we're symptomatic, it's easy to take the easy way out, right? But then I'm like, no, I'm gonna figure out what's wrong. And so all I had to do was put on my shoes. But imagine if I had allowed the doctor to give me cortisol shots and all this stuff, and I'm showing completely healthy on my blood work, and my bones look good, calcium levels look good. Imagine if I had just taken the easy work instead of just, praying, keeping faith that I would find the answer, and the whole time the answer lied within me, and it was subconsciously in the back of my brain that I need to put my shoes on. And if you ask me why I drive with my shoes off, it's because my aunt drove with her shoes off, and I used to watch her take her shoes off every day and drive, and I think by habit, I just started doing that. And then it came to be comfortable as well, too. So I'll sit on one leg and drive with one big toe, okay? But that has since changed because I got some flip-flops now, so it feels like I ain't got no shoes on, you know what I'm saying? But I do to give that stability when I'm, pushing the gas and stuff like that. So the bottom line is, find out what the root cause is, okay, and break the habit. Break the habit. That was good, right, Jasmine? Thank you. Jasmine didn't know where I was going with this. I didn't either, but I figured it was something worth talking about. All right, winos. White Wine Wednesday. I ain't got no damn wine. Shit. Tell Shake to bring me a bottle, okay? It's hot. It's hot wine. I was gonna throw one off the wall. I was like, I ain't drinking no hot white wine today. I ain't got no ice, okay? All right, so y'all, we got a major update in our food chain, and I'm just shocked. I'm telling you, listen, the more they argue that America is the greatest country in the world, the more I lose hope every time an article like this comes out. The fact that, and I'm just gonna read it, okay? So Kellogg's, the cereal, just signed the first contract under R.F. Kennedy Jr., if I'm not mistaken, the FDA. Robert F. Kennedy Jr., under the FDA, they are going to be the first company, the first cereal brand in the U.S. to sign a legally binding agreement to remove toxic dyes out of the cereals. All their cereals, okay? Now get this. Texas Attorney General Ken Paxton announced that Kellogg Company has signed a legally binding assurance of voluntary compliance, AVC, to remove artificial food colorings from its cereals by the end of 2027, making it the first company to commit such an agreement. Now, hold on, okay? I think we may have some Johnson & Johnson type lawsuits here coming soon, okay? The decision follows an investigation into Paxton's office, which found that Kellogg's removed petroleum-based dyes in Canada and Europe, but continued using them in U.S. cereals like Fruit Loops, Apple Jacks, despite marketing them as healthy. Where does petroleum come from? Ain't that oil? Ain't that oil? So they got all this surplus oil, and they give it to cereal companies, and we snacking on it every day. And a lot of us are giving this to our children all day, and we wonder why they putting them in the slow class, or they just passing them along. Now, shout out to Canada and Europe, because like I said, Canada and Europe, the EU, they don't play when it comes to their food quality. Ain't nobody bringing up nothing up over there. That's why their people are small, and that's why their healthcare system is good, and it's not overworked like the United States of America is, because this is ridiculous. The fact that they even were allowed to do this, and they have to sign a hold on. Let me get back to it, okay, before I start ranting. These dyes are linked to health issues such as hyperactivity, obesity, autoimmune disorders, lupus, thyroid issues, endocrine problems, and cancer. Okay? Paxton commended Kellogg's for their commitment and urged other companies to follow suit, emphasizing accountability for deceptive health claims. They got until 2027 to remove them, which means they won't be all the way gone because these cereals have at least 2 years worth of life. They're going to sell them first. Okay? And then at 2027, they're going to have the new ones coming out. So we ain't going to get them till 2029, so which means y'all don't need to eat them. And you don't need to give them to your kids. And one law that they did come down with that I'm really happy about is the fact that we're not going to be allowed to buy any foods like this using EBT cards, because a lot of times the impoverished people, whether they're white folks in trailer parks or whether they're black folks in the projects, okay, or Latinas, live in 12 house, all right? Listen. Jasmine, I came for everybody, okay? I came for everybody. There ain't no racism around here, all right? Listen, we all are subject to this, okay? And this is crazy. And if you know how many women I know personally with endocrine issues, with autoimmune issues, shit just popping up later in life, linked to this. You know how many times my mama used to put this in Ziploc bags and send us to school with it? We eating the same shit they use on our hair grease, gas in the car. We just slathered down inside and outside with petroleum. We just might as well just swim in gas. So yeah, y'all need to keep your heads on a swivel. I came for everybody, okay? I don't want to hear no.
We have more than that.
Listen, they already know. They know. All right, now we got another update in the food chain as well. Walmart, okay, is on the wine list today. And apparently their frozen shrimp, the FDA has warned the public to not eat certain great value frozen shrimp at Walmart due to possible contamination with a radioactive isotope. That means it's glowing in the dark. Okay? For real. Hold on for a second. All right. And we've seen this shrimp. We pass it all the time. I have never bought it in my life. I promise you. I always go to wild caught, freshly fished, and I do not buy seafood out of Walmart. There's no shade, I promise you. I'm not coming for Walmart, and I'm not coming for anybody that does it. But when you're born and raised by the sea, okay, there's a certain quality of seafood that we don't eat and we don't serve to the people we love. Like that quality of seafood that Megan Thee Stallion was serving to Clay. We'll talk about that on TashaKLive.com, okay? Here's the thing. I don't even know how I got, Anyway, okay. So the FDA has issued a warning against consuming, selling, or serving certain great value raw shrimp sold at Walmart due to potential contamination with cesium-137, a radioactive isotope, okay? The affected products from Indonesia, BMS Foods includes specific lots with a best by date of 3/15/2027. Now, here's the thing. I have never in my life, first of all, I can understand this for people with a lot of kids and stuff. You just got to buy food and you got to freeze it, right? I get it. I got 2 kids, 1 grown, 1 young, okay? If I buy meat and have to freeze it, I just don't eat it. I don't know. It's weird. I got to have my food so fresh. Living by the sea will do it to you. When you used to the Asians and Vietnamese people in Panama City, you know what I'm saying? Now it's the Jamaicans and stuff like that, but the Asians and stuff, bringing the seafood off the boat and shit like that, I can't do that. Now, also, although no contaminated shrimp has entered the U.S. food supply, the FDA recommends recalling all BMS food products shipped after the positive cesium-137 test in shipping containers, which means they're fishing it in Indonesia. That shit coming months across the sea by boat, frozen. Hopefully it stays frozen, which means they ain't got no power outages or nothing like that, okay? And then it gets to Walmart and they sell it to you for $6 a bag, okay? Now, consumers are advised to discard the specified shrimp products, and BSMM products are banned from U.S. entry until the issue is resolved, all right? Exposure can cause severe health risks, including burns and acute radiation sickness. Chemotherapy in the shrimp bag. X-rays in the shrimp bag. CT scans in the shrimp bag. All right, moving on. Here's the thing. I know they probably like, what? I'm just gonna, I have to put my food news in there. I'm sorry. I gotta do it, okay? And a lot of people, you'll be shocked at how many winos be like, Tasha, keep doing it. Please keep doing it, okay? So moral of the story is get wild caught shrimp fresh sitting on the ice. Specifically from a farmer's market or from Publix, okay? All right, fresh, never frozen. All right, now, moving on, shout out to Florida. We won up, all right? They ain't doing us like how they do in New Jersey. We talked about this on TashaKLive.com. So New Jersey parents are getting arrested if their kids are out past curfew, if their kids are out robbing, you know what I'm saying? And why are we frozen, Jasmine? Okay, if their kids are out robbing and doing things like that and, you know, just loitering, just being bad, fighting, you know, stuff like that, parents are getting arrested, and they can serve up to 90 days in jail if their kids are caught outside past curfew or breaking a law. All right. In Florida, they said all that. Okay. Florida parents and teachers now, all right, with permission from the parents, can beat out of their kids again. Yeah. All right. So The Handmaid's Tale is in full effect. Right. I watched that show. And everything about that show just gave me chills. I don't know if y'all have ever seen that show, but it's starting to come back up, right? And they're going to slowly take out certain things in the history, like slavery never existed, because the kids that are going to be born in these incubators and stuff won't know slavery, because technically their ancestors won't be linked to slavery, because they're going to be born via robot, via AI. So how dare we teach the kids of the future, okay, that they come from slavery and they came from a mechanical egg? So who cares about what this generation thinks? Slavery never existed to the new IVF incubation born Cesium-137 radioactive babies, okay? So those babies will never know suffrage. And they shouldn't know. They should only know great times in the greatest country in America. All right. So the states, Florida is the first state. While many states have banned corporal punishment in public schools, Florida allows the practice again. And a Florida parent must give approval and principal to the principal before any paddling is used, and must be carried out in the presence of another informed adult. Because they saw that when we was allowed to beat our children and when we gave them permission, because I got my ass whooped a few times in school. I kid you not, with a paddle. That shit hurt. And I didn't do that shit no more. It takes the community. But they took it off and started arresting us. Now they want to say we can paddle them again. That's okay. But who gonna paddle the radioactive kids that's born in the mechanical eggs? They say they don't, we having 1.5 babies. One baby is good, the other baby ain't good because it's got some type of, you know, mental issue or endocrine issue or autoimmune issue, so they can't clear it for the military, so they need full clearance. Who's gonna parent those? Who's gonna give permission? The government? The government kids. So Florida parents, you can now whoop your kids' ass. I never stopped. I swear to God, I never stopped. I promise you, I knocked my daughter from here to left field. She called the police on me. I was like, I'm going to jail. It is what it is. Y'all would have saw me on TMZ. You're not finna stand in my house and talk shit. And the police came to my door. We heard you. What I did? She got bruises on her. Go check. They said, have a nice day, ma'am. Maybe they already knew this law was coming down the pipe. What is this video, Jasper?
That's not a video.
What is that?
It's just a kid in the corner with a belt.
Man, that's a white kid. Don't put no kid in the corner. You just whoop their ass, okay? Seriously. Anyway, how many of y'all done stop whooping y'all kids? Look at the comments. Or y'all talk to them. My sister got 3 and they bad. She don't touch them. I said, what?
They bad.
What? Oh my God, they interrupt her while she's talking? Mommy, I said, she's like, I'm talking. But mommy, I'm talking. Let me come up and say something. Boy, if you don't sit your fucking ass down, I'm talking. You see me talking, go sit over there until I'm done. She's like, Tasha. I'm like, what? You see him sit down, right? That man feelings ain't hurt. He cool.
Gentle parenting ain't working.
Gentle parenting has never worked. That's why we got kids shooting up school. We got weak children now. Yeah, we can have a whole debate over that. Seriously, I want to get the gentle parenters versus the parents who beat kids. I want them in a room together. I want to see who's gonna win that conversation. I already know it's gonna be the parents who beat their kids because the gentle parents gonna run. They weak just like their kids. Quick to call the police and shit. Using up all our taxpayer resources. We got real crime out here. Like they kids shooting up the school. Man, please. I'm serious. We need to put a poll. Y'all believe in being, I had never stopped. Okay? Seriously. I will pop a kid so fast, pinch a kid, bite a kid. I promise you. Trip them. I'm saying we come from a different generation. They can tell us what they want to tell us. We just gonna have to take a charge. There's a difference between child abuse and just putting your kids in line. What's the difference? Ain't the CEOs beating the prisoners? Don't they jump up one prisoner 5 at a time?
That's not child abuse, though.
Ain't nobody saying nothing about no child abuse. That's different. And I'm comparing up if they're abusing their kids. That you know. That's a child at the end of the day. You can literally pop, whoop, get a switch, put them in a little cold water after you put a switch on their ass. You know what I'm saying? You plug them in the forehead, you can do that. My daddy used to do that. Boom. In the forehead. I'm like, why, Daddy? I promise you. Anyway, okay, listen, after the break, guys, we're going to get into this lady at Burger King. I tried to tell her, all right? She done got fired. All right, we're also going to be discussing the Kanye West documentary that's slated to be released, I believe, September 19th, if I'm not mistaken. Don't forget, Do You Like Me? Our dating show is slated to be released on September 16th, Tuesday, 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. We're going to go ahead and put up the live stream so that y'all can get in the live and be there, okay? And we also got Tamika Scott and much, much more coming up because, you know, we got our second show on TashaKLive.com. Hold that thought. Make sure you like, share, and subscribe. We'll be right back after the break. Okay, let's go.
Let's talk about student loan discharges in bankruptcy. Most people will tell you it's impossible. Even bankruptcy attorneys will tell you that. But guess what? We just got 2 discharged a few weeks ago, and we're going to get a lot more. So if you're struggling with your student loans, you may be able to discharge those through bankruptcy. So you should just give me a call and let's figure it out.
So you are here, not that you want to be here, okay? But you're having to come out and clear your name. Mm-hmm. You are the ex-husband to Kelly Farrell.
Correct.
Season 16's newest Real Housewife of Atlanta, okay? And interesting enough, you guys like have a court order. You're not even supposed to be talking about your marriage or divorce or anything.
It's a gag order that we not supposed to be talking about it.
Now we got to talk about like how did you get here, because you done lost everything. You lost the marriage. How the hell did you go from $2 million a year to you're trying to pay child support and can't pay it because money is being frozen and held?
For all this, everything I'm telling you right now happened before the divorce. Everything happened before the divorce.
Was there any marital issues between you two? Like, were there any infidelities
No,
that you know
not.
of?
No abuse, no infidelity, nothing like that. All that stuff I'm hearing she's saying on TV is for ratings.
Like what?
I heard she said I was abusive, lies, infidelity, lies.
How does this happen?
That's right. It's against the law what happened to me. She said she went on national TV and said I was gonna kill her, right? And I didn't say that. When they was handcuffing me, I was walking out the courtroom and I said, I got you. I said, it's messed up. I was telling her and her family, right? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So it's like I said, I was a very private person. I was nowhere on social media. I was on Google, none of that. And because of this show, my life is destroyed.
Watch this full program and other exclusive content on www.TashaKLive.com.
All right, and we are back, guys. Don't forget that interview is streaming exclusively on TashaKLive.com. You know, that's what our VIPers pay for, so they get everything first. We don't know when it's coming out. When Kelly get out here to pop it off, we'll put it out. You know what I'm saying? But in the meantime, y'all need to get up over there because that chat is really thick. And everybody's, you know, really like, he looks like he's an ex-murderer. And I'm like, who? Who is he? He's 4'11". I saw him and I was like, yes, sir. Yes, sir. Absolutely. Yeah. You good? He remind me of the gnome. Yeah, he's so little, his glasses was falling off his face. We made him look macho. I promise you. Like, he's a teddy bear. I kid you not. He's an old school teddy bear that found a young girl who needed a little help and changed her life. And from what I hear too, she's little too. They're like, you remember the little gnomes, the cartoon, the gnomes with that's what they family look like. That man ain't. That girl got to use a step stool to get in her damn SUV. Yeah. All right, so listen, before we get into the Burger King lady for losing her job, okay, I knew this was gonna happen, all right? And before we talk about Kanye West as well as Tamar missing 4 teeth and she got on social media to ask y'all, had y'all seen them? We got a fan question that we're just gonna read really quick, all right? So give me a second, they need some advice from us, all right? And so I got my reading glasses. All right, they go, hi, Tasha. I've been in a relationship. Oh, sorry, if you guys want your question read, please email us, unwinewithtashak@gmail.com, and we will read your question during the hour, okay? And then the winos and me will give you our best, most sincere, rawest advice. We ain't gonna lie to you, okay? Now, question is from an anonymous wino. Hi, Tasha. I've been in a relationship for over 10 years. No marriage, no kids. I have a lot of bills that I'm paying on my own and decided to get another job. I look for a job that can match up with my free time from my other job, and I wasn't getting through. Okay, I finally got another job offer from my friend who owns his business, and it happens to work out in perfect alignment with my other job. The problem is he's attracted to me. Okay, girl, let me change my glasses. Since he's attracted, okay, and you took the job. Now, she goes, the problem is he's attracted to me. We used to talk to each other on the phone, mainly about business and life, and the conversation used to last about around 1 hour, but nothing sexual due to the fact that I'm in a relationship. My guy saw that he constantly calls me and talks to me when he is not around and got upset. I tried explaining to him that these conversations were more business than anything else, and he didn't believe me. Why would he if you write in? Why would he believe you if you write me? Okay. I stopped talking to my friend on the phone out of the respect for my guy, but now this job offer came at a time I really needed due to the amount of bills I have, but my man is trying to make me choose because he knows the guy likes me. I am not attracted to my friend in any way, but business-wise, we have a great conversation. What should I do? He's telling me to find another job. My bills are due. He doesn't have the finances to help me. I told him I am accepting the job, but he says that I'm betraying him and there is something going on between us. But Tasha, there really isn't anything. Please help me. I really need someone else's perspective. You came to the right place, darling. Welcome to Unwind with Tasha K. Okay, winos, we got some splitting up relationships here to do. Okay, ain't no fucking way. A man gonna be with me over 10 years, no marriage, no kids, and I got to go out and get a second job. I can understand working a job and helping to contribute, but a second job because your bills are too much, and then you got a friend that you know that's willing to help you out without you giving him anything, because that's what real men do. And he has a business to give you a job, and your man who hasn't given you anything in return, no loyalty, no marriage, no commitment, wants you to go find another job because he ain't got the money to help you, and that man has inadvertently leveled you up, and he got a problem with it. Girl, bye. Child, listen, my ass, sir, where do you need me to start? What day, what time? He's just gonna have to get over it. He's not husband, baby. And he's not even carrying you like a man should. The fact that you even gotta go through all of this and you still trying to respect him, but he hasn't done anything to make your... The fact that the man can give you a job means he has his own business. What does your man do? That he can't even help you to give you more money, but this man can. Child, wake up! Wake up! The Lord done sent you to prayed for a seed. He gave you a tree. I don't care if you're attracted to him or not. He has the qualities that your man should have. And if you were smart, you would take the job, get to know him, marry him, and now you equal owner in the business and ain't gotta work. You ain't breaking no laws here, no commitments, you ain't got no contracts, no nothing. That new. What my winos saying? They agree with me? God done sent you a whole blessing, child. This is your season. This is fall. It's time for the other dude to fall off and for the other seed to grow. But it's already a tree. How about you betraying him? No, God. God did that. You didn't do nothing. You just prayed. Okay? Don't explain nothing. Don't explain that. There's no explaining needed. It's just actions need to take place. Is he able to carry the bills that you need help with? If so, then you will let the other man go. If not, you've got to keep the other man. What you calling me for? I think she low-key knew I was gonna say this. She just needed that extra boost. You know what I'm saying? Speaking of jobs, didn't I tell y'all that there was so many laws broken civilly here? Workforce laws, employment law, I don't know, whatever law you can think of, and that she needed to call Tony Busby to get her a check, because when I saw everybody celebrating her working the drive-through, the front cashier, the cook, the clean, mopping the floors outside, customer service, manager, because nobody showed up for work, and she had kids at the house, and everybody was praising her and gave her a little GoFundMe for $70,000. And I'm asking, where's the owner of the franchise? Because when you are down that much, the owner of the franchise is supposed to come in and help you. That's what a real CEO owner does. They get in the paint with you. But the fact that they let her work every position, but they would have paid for extra help to be there, and they didn't even give her the salaries of the other people that did not come in. I'm like, girl, you got a blessing too. Do you have that video? Show them that video, remind them real.
I be missing my kids' life and I work a lot. So I be having to provide for them and I really don't be having time to spend with them. And it hurts me a lot.
Nakia Hamilton is a single mother of 3 here in Colombia. She works 12 hours plus to provide for her children, even if that means doing it all by herself at this Burger King on Broad River Road.
One of my employees just quit on me and they ain't had nobody else to come in. So I had to work by myself, had to close by myself, had to do the dishes, do prep, do the floor, do front counter, drive-through. Though I end up shutting down drive-through and let people come in because it's too much trying to run and take orders and got to run back. So
y'all need to get her some help up in here because she busted her behind. She's doing everything she needs to do to make sure everybody is okay up in here.
In this TikTok video, you can see Hamilton working by herself, and thousands of people on social media had questions.
And then last night I closed again by myself last night. I finally got help today. And she been here since 11 o'clock. She about to close with us at 11.
So remember, I was just like, listen, I know she's trying to do the right thing. She's going to keep her job. She got kids. She don't want to go through no lawsuits and interrupt the money. But, you know, social media was gracious enough to give her a GoFundMe. They raised about $70,000, but she still didn't quit her job. That's how I knew she was serious about hers, okay? She didn't let $70,000 come in, and she still clocked in and came to work. And then clocked in one day and got fired.
But Evergreen fired me because I've been late because of my kids, bro. My kids come first. And now when y'all gonna watch my kids? Y'all don't pay for no babysitter, no nothing. But it's cool. Everybody talking about because I bought jewelry and shit, my money. That shit came from Shein. I'm not buying no real jewelry when I got bills and shit. What y'all mad? Y'all had PPP loans and did that with y'all money? The fuck? I'm already aggravated. I'm pissed. I'm already depressed. I'm going through this mental shit. And motherfucker with me. Just leave me alone, bro. This shit aggravating at this point. I don't even care, bro. Y'all can have all this shit. I ain't want no fame, no money, no none of this shit. My mind is already fucked up. I'm trying to keep pushing for my kids. I cannot do this shit no more. I cannot. The devil been on my back bad. You know what? He got it. He won. The devil fucking won. I promise you he won. Y'all, he got it. He got it, y'all.
That is terrible. What's her name? We don't know. Nakia, that is awful. It just goes to show you like how deep our strength really goes. And like for her to say that the devil won, no, he didn't win. Cause you just getting started. I promise you, if she was here with us, child, she would have a production job because she can work a lot of positions. You need people that can multitask like that on movie sets. But she got so many children, so she got to stay where her kids are. She in the school system and everything like that. We travel a lot, you know what I'm saying? But here's the thing. I just wish that, you know who I'm going to reach out to? What's that white boy, the workforce lawyer? Is he at Arabian or something like that? He be doing all the cases and stuff, but he a workforce lawyer. You know who I'm talking about. He got them thick eyebrows, black hair, young dude. I'm going to reach out to him to see if he could take her case, for real, because she needs to sue. Absolutely. This Burger King that violated so many employment laws, it's not funny. And I think what happened was they got a little jealous when she raised all that money. And they showed, and the news crew came out there and they got all that heat. They've been wanting to fire her. So they used this as a reason. They didn't look at her as a person that saved their restaurants. No, she brought them bad publicity. Oh, Lord Jesus. They got me stressed out. I gotta get in contact with her for real. Seriously. Got too many children be out here crying, talking about the devil don't won. No, he ain't. And you want to buy real jewelry, buy it. It's your money. Buy it. And I saw people in the comments, he gonna go fund me again. And moving on. Who next? Kanye. Okay. So Kanye has a documentary that's coming out. He's producing it himself. It's due to release September 19th, if I'm not mistaken, on his own website. It is produced by him. He did let a cameraman follow him around for years, and here is a clip of that documentary. Then I'm gonna give you my thoughts on it because I think it's absolutely genius for him to do this. Let's go.
I'm off my meds for 5 months now.
Your personality was not like this a few years ago.
It's a calling by the universe. Never tell me I'm gonna wake up one day and have nothing.
We can talk about that later, but...
It ain't no but.
When I went to the hospital, one of the ideas was to do a church.
Yeah, I just been embarrassed or ashamed to cry, man. When we're at the prisons professing how Jesus can set you free, it's true. Thank you, Jesus. I decided to run. I almost killed my daughter. I'd rather be dead than to be on medication.
Either they destroy me or I destroy it.
It's a bad dream.
They're killing our ability to think outside of the box.
And I'm almost like a masochist.
I write whatever I want, when I want. It's words.
You know, the best thing about being an artist and bipolar, anything you do and say is an art piece.
I'm really excited that he's doing this because there's a lot of misconceptions out here about Kanye, and I think it's gonna bring a lot of clarity to people who do suffer from bipolar disorder or any type of mental health issues. It doesn't mean that you're not capable of doing anything just because you have a mental health disorder, all right? And so normally, when it comes to, because I have a lot of family members who suffer from bipolar, mania, schizophrenia, and things like that. I think he's been made out to be like, how can I put this? Demonized. They think Kanye is like a demon. And he could be. Because like, you know, when you're an artist and you believe in duality and if you truly, really believe in God and you know that God created all, and if God truly created all, it's like, well, where did evil come from? Right? And a lot of people don't like to have that conversation. They just like to do away with evil, but they have to understand evil came from somewhere. Where did it come from? If God created everything that we're looking at, who created evil? Right? And to say that God didn't create it, but everything came from him or her, that's a question that needs to be answered and heavily debated, okay? But I'm not here to debate you on that. And so, but most artists tend to live in duality, which means they can tap into their God and they can tap into their demon. And unlike most people, they embrace both energies, because when you look at the amount of success that Kanye has had, a lot of people will call it genius, because he has reached a lot of people, especially with his hit single Jesus Walks. He got a lot of people that weren't Christians or weren't Jesus followers to follow Jesus. And so on one hand, they would call Kanye West somewhat of an apostle, right? But then, you know, when he starts a porn company, I call him, what's the devil name? Beelzebub or something like that. And so I just like the fact that he's taking control of his own narrative to explain, you know, his higher self and his lower self, along with something a lot of people like to demonize because they don't understand. And people do demonize mental health issues because they don't understand what they are, but it's due to his mental health issues is the reason why he's able to step outside of the box and challenge a lot of the industry matrices that we have in place. And so, I mean, we can argue all day about this. I mean, I'm not here to live his life. I'm not a praiser of anyone, okay? Especially when it comes to people. And so, but when it comes to Kanye West's story, I just feel like, you know, they put too much emphasis on words and on, you know, people and how people view people, because I believe the industry understands, because they use this every day whenever they're breaking artists on the radio, and they're using repetition and they're using chanting mechanisms to get you to, you know, align with certain mantras of the music and things like that to get you to ultimately buy and make them richer. The fact that he's coming out to tell you about it goes against the very thing that they want. And so I'm going to watch the documentary. I hope that you do, and I hope that you watch it with a very open mind, because I like that he embraces both, and he's not trying to hide it like most of the industry, because most of the industry hides it and say they don't kids, they don't have freak-offs, they don't have any of this. Kanye tells you he has it all. And no matter how much he praises black women, he will never demand that a black woman gets on her knees on a boat in the middle of Italy in the daytime with a photographer or photographers looking around everywhere to suck his dick. He just would never. There's a lot of places in the world right now where that is actually illegal. And so if you think that he hates black women, I just feel that Kanye's a lot smarter than we give him credit for, and there's a lot of people that just don't like his messaging, and they come after anybody that helps him to promote his messaging, including our good sister, Candace Owens, who woke up one day and had 3 strikes on her YouTube channel for merely interviewing this man, and the interview didn't even come out yet. I was gonna say something, but I'm gonna end it right here. Moving on. Y'all know that's what we got TashaKLive.com for.
64% said they will watch the.
We watching it? We watching it? We watching him cuss Kim out? Bitch, I said suck my dick. Now, Matthew, you did it. What's the problem now? I was watching that clip of him last night, and I watched it over and over and over again. George Bush don't like black people. And Chris Tucker didn't know what Chris... I just kept watching it. I was just like... gotta have grace and a level of respect for the industry disruptors, okay? Especially when they go against all protocol that they've been trained to do themselves. So, yeah, go Kanye. Yay for president. Moving on, so, How many minutes we got left? 5. Nah. Yeah, put her in there. So, real quick, we got a bonus topic that we're adding, okay? So, Mon'nique and the nigga in a wig went live, I guess, doing an interview together. And there was some. It's like, when is the conversation gonna end concerning her beef with Tyler Perry? And what'd you say? You can't find it, Jasmine? Hold on, Jasmine. Like, we were debating whether or not we were gonna add this topic to the show, but we got it? Okay, so Mon'nique is still dragging Tyler Perry. She is not gonna stop, okay, until them little white boys take every dime that he's made exploiting them and their buttholes, okay? Tyler Perry and his vice president, Mark Swinton, is are being sued and being publicly outed for taking advantage of young, vulnerable men who just want to be stars, okay? And it's been quite thick out here with the lawsuits, all right? And so Tyler Perry obviously has a type, Brian Tanka, Mariah Carey's ex, okay? Used to work for Lady Gaga and all that there, and of course some of his actors. This is what's being alleged. And you know, Mon'nique, it's not been a secret that Mon'nique has been on Tyler Perry's ass like he likes it for the last few years, saying that he ruined her career. But I was really shocked when she sat down with this man in a wig to reiterate her disdain for Tyler Perry. And the man in a wig works for Tyler Perry.
How you deal with the lies and the stories and all the stuff that people put? Because I'm growing into my star. You've been a star way longer than me.
Pause.
You know.
He said he was growing into a star, and she's been a star way longer. But he already obese.
One of the biggest entertainers in the world is Tyler Perry, and Tyler Perry told a lie on me. And that lie cost me 12 years of my career. 12. And I know that you work for that man. But as I told you before, and I'm going to say it again, until he fixes it, I will not stop. Because that's how the monster is created. We're too afraid, we're too scared, we're too fearful that you're going to take something from me. So I'm just not going to say anything. Harvey Weinstein is where? He's in jail. Now that's been going on for decades. But everybody said, let it go. Don't say nothing, which allowed that man to do more damage to women over the decades. As long as I can help it. I'm saying, Tyler Perry, you will not do this to another as long as I can help it because you told a lie.
Yeah, I got to
and you feel like you have, but I'm not going nowhere. Oprah, I'm not going anywhere until y'all take accountability and fix it. Y'all messed with my livelihood, which messes with my family. Never would I do that to anyone. So until they fix it, I won't back down.
Well, let me ask you, what does fixing it look like to you?
You see what Lee Daniels did? That man walked out on that stage publicly. See, you publicly shamed me. You publicly shamed me. So now you have to publicly fix it. Tyler Perry, you cost my family millions and millions and millions of dollars. And it is a beautiful thing when you tip somebody $3,000. It's a beautiful thing when you give somebody $400,000 because their house burnt down. Those are good deeds. However, you know what you did to a black woman named Mon'nique. So all of that, the universe is watching and saying, okay, we see what you're trying to do, but you can't fool us. And I don't believe I'm the only one.
I wish that man in a wig would stand up for something. But he falls for anything. Because he can't hold himself up on those heels. I'm talking about that man in a wig that's doing an interview. But here's the thing. I can say what I want. Trump is in office now. I'm just saying. I don't like that man. I don't like that man. But here's the thing. I just feel like Mon'nique and TS Madison, Timothy, have been friends for a very long time. And this is where TS has lost a lot of friends, okay? Even industry friends. It's because there's no type of respect or loyalty. Mon'nique has put a lot of money in T.S. Madison's pocket. And for T.S. to accept the role, you know, giving black women ass shots in Tyler Perry's series, I just felt like, I don't know. Does T.S. really care? And see, I know how Tyler really is. You know, I have a lot of people that know about Tyler behind the scenes. Tyler gonna see this, and he's eventually gonna get tired. And this is where T.S. ends up losing gigs and losing friends, is because Tyler is like, why are you allowing this person to come on a platform when I employ you, when I expose you to people that don't want to see you, and it botched body, and you cannot stand up for me? I would not be surprised if Tyler don't cast that man in a wig no more, because that's how petty they are in the industry. And I'm like, why do you continuously put yourself in the middle of pettiness, knowing that you work for Hollywood? You are a part of that community. They prey on everybody. So it's gonna be interesting how this folds, and you know, he can sit up there and say, well, I didn't say anything. She said it all. It's the fact that you facilitated the conversation again. There's plenty of things you could have talked to Mon'nique about. How many times has Mon'nique talked about Tyler Perry doing her wrong, and you holding the podcast mic can't talk to Mon'nique about anything else when she got a whole thyroid sticking outside of her neck right now? That's why she won't let up on Tyler Perry ass, because she got hypothyroidism, and when you got hypothyroidism, your anger, you just can't let shit go. So she got to go get that shit taken out, like for real. I'm praying for Mon'nique and everything like that, but it is a fixable issue. It's not a life-threatening issue, but she do need to get that taken out before it does get bad and it becomes life-threatening, okay? But I'm just trying to figure out, like, there was a lot of things that T.S. could have talked about, and that's the reason why, because a lot of people want to know why me and T.S. fell out. Well, why I cussed him out was because when he called me, when he had that little, you know, paycheck to paycheck show with Fox Soul, and he needed ratings, and it was right after my trial, and he was like, hey, please, will you do my show? I said, no problem. No problem, I will do your show. How I became transphobic all of a sudden because I came for him? I'm coming for him. Not the community, him, okay? I said, sure, no problem. Did the show. I wasn't even gonna do interviews about that interview. I had done one with Kendall, that's my dog, that was it. I spoke on it, that was fine, okay? Cool. Now, I did the interview, she gonna have another man in a nappy wig introduce me saying, you know these bloggers be lying. You know they out here lying on folks. Premiering the show. I said, I know this botched flesh-eating disease in the knees and in the thighs ain't just, like, you ain't just playing my face like that. You ain't just playing my face like, this is the same thing, playing in Tyler Perry face. You ain't just playing my face like that. So I called Gio, her manager. I said, Gio was like, I told you, Tasha. I told you to, listen, I've been knowing that thing. And he said it just like that. I've been knowing that thing for 20 years. This is what that thing does. They will sell you out in a heartbeat. I said, I did not have to do this show. I did not want to. He says, I know, Tasha, but I told you. I told you. And so I called that thing and I said, why is that other thing introducing me as a liar to your show? I didn't know that. I didn't do the edit. Who do you think you're talking to? Who do you think you're talking too. So the fact that he lied to my face like that after I've saved his show when Kaya left, helped save this Paycheck to Paycheck, Fox Soul, DEI program show, second highest rated show after Mon'nique, nobody else. You want to play in my face and you can't even apologize? Then you gonna try to, there's another layer to this now. Oh, you know I signed the NDA. The NDA, I said, what NDA? Nikki's NDA, well, what that got to do with me? Why are you calling me to tell me to sign an NDA? Thank you, Jasmine. I'm not like you. I don't do what you do. I don't care if it was the president of the United States. I'm not signing nothing for nobody to like me or accept me. I don't have those issues. Maybe you do because that's the community you come from. But I got other friends that come from that community. They ain't never had to sell nothing. They ain't never had to sign nothing in order to get into no room. And that's the type of person that man in the wig is. Because how dare you try to call me to try to get me to do something like that? I said, hell, if I sign that NDA, I might as well not be in court with that other one. Stop. I puts my money on the table when I goes to court. Sorry, y'all. It's 2025. I had to get that out and let it fall off. Fall season. Sorry. Maybe we should have said that for Tasha K Live. Yeah. Tamar Braxton. Now this is funny, okay? Not funny what happened to her. We praying for her, but just the dynamics leading up to it, okay? That's the funny part because they were out the other day for Funky Dineva's birthday, and this is so funny because me and Jasmine was talking about this before the show. I didn't even know it was Funky Dineva's birthday because he was so unhappy in the video. Because he's such a hater. He's such an envious person. He got so mad when Tamar got all the attention. This is the same way he treated me when I had to facilitate that wedding and I was the hired host. He walked around with his lip poked out and rolling his eyes every time Tasha K hits a room because he can't stand women's, especially black women's. And I'm a add to that in just a second. But go ahead and watch him hate. Go ahead. This y'all dude though. Look. Pause. Where's Funky? Ain't it his birthday? Where is Maybe he should have put on a wig. Go ahead, keep going. Watch his face now. Watch his face when she gets the love. Look. How are my whitos doing? Are they enjoying the show? It was her birthday. That's what I'm saying. Yes. Look, now they grabbing. Look at him. You see him rolling his eyes? He's so over it. What they said in the comments, Jasmine? Okay, so when I saw that, you know, me and Jasmine aren't surprised. This is how he wears his emotions on his sleeve. He can't play it off, and he hates the fact that he has to perform before black women, but he can never be one. And so he low-key hates on the side because, you know, no matter how hard he tries, it will never happen, okay? And so here's the thing. Tamar, I guess they went out, and she woke up and said, quote, she was in a pool of You know, hold on, let me get the receipts here because I don't want to be lying on nobody. Want to be misquoting nobody because you know she gonna hit my DM talking shit and everything, and I don't give a damn. Okay, so she goes, I struggled to write this, but because hold on for a second, hold on. Why did it just go away like that? Give me a second. Okay, hold on. She goes, I struggled to write this because everyone keeps calling me, and honestly, I can't even really talk anymore. I'm so weak. I almost died Sunday. I was found in a pool of blood from my friend with a face injury as the days, I guess by the worst it is. I fractured my nose, lost some teeth and mobility. The way I look at life now is totally different. As my health is on the mend, my mental journey begins. Pray for me, for real. I don't even know what happened to me. Pray for Tamar because that shit is serious. Okay, there's a few things that could have happened. She could have had a stroke, a seizure, anything. Okay, she could have blacked out. Maybe she got too drunk. I don't know. Okay, I'm sure she'll come out and talk about it. Or isn't that show going on? The Braxtons, so I'm sure she'll, wait to film it because she gets, she's kind of bound to that. She can't share specific details because her life is sold or her IP belongs to the network, okay? But to see her friend, after he was hating hard, come out with such an abrupt, hating-ass statement, I got a little, this is the Funky that I know. This is the one that y'all don't know, but let me introduce him. Go ahead, Funky.
Come in here and get a. Y'all think y'all finna come in here and get y'all an old messy ass recap of what the hell going on. Y'all wanna know what all the hell going on, bitch. I wanna know what's going on too, bitch. Okay. The lady got on the internet and said she almost died. I know y'all, I'm not high. I did take an edible. I actually want to get off the line because my boyfriend just got in town and he down there cooking, bitch. We having smothered pork chop. We having smothered pork chop over yellow rice with, what green we eating? What he said? With cabbage and cornbread. Now listen. Let me just go ahead and get this out the way, okay, before we even get to the top of the show. I don't know what happened to the lady.
The lady.
Okay, for those of y'all that know, I'm talking about Tamar Braxton. I don't know what happened to the lady.
The lady.
We went out. What night that was? We went out. Saturday night.
Okay.
We went out Saturday night.
And she said she woke up Sunday.
We went to the Roof Chris. We ate. We had a good time.
Yeah.
She was like, let's turn up for your birthday.
Sounds like an
We went down to the V12. Shouts out to Vinny and all the people at V12.
Is that right?
That's the video y'all saw. Or whatever, with us walking in, them making a whole lot of noise. We left there. We all got in the car together. The car dropped us off at Tamar house. I didn't go upstairs. I went to my car. I went and met James Knox at BJ Rooster, and I came home. The next day when I woke up, I had a text message from Tamar at 10 in the morning that said, can you give me Dr. Heavenly phone number? I didn't think anything of it because people ask me for Dr. Heavenly phone number all the time, and it's typically when people have an emergency veneer situation. I did not think anything of it.
Okay.
People ask me for her number all the time. And then the next thing I know, folks is sending me this thing on the internet where the lady said she almost died and she was laying in a pool of blood. I know some of y'all are gonna be committed to thinking I'm lying, and y'all gonna be committed to thinking I'm biased. Y'all are going to be committed to thinking I'm covering up something, and I promise you, I swear to God, on my mother, I don't know what happened.
The lady.
I honestly don't.
The lady.
I don't know what happened, and that's the God honest truth. Now I know for some of y'all that's not going to be good enough, but you're going to have to make it enough. I promise you, on Isaac's life, I don't know what happened. The lady ain't told me nothing.
The
lady just said she needed Dr. Heavenly phone number. So that's that on that. I hope we can put that to bed. I know what y'all know. I can give y'all a little more details. The lady did say, Q, I'm missing 4 teeth. And then I wrote back, I'm confused. So you just woke up and 4 of your teeth was missing? And the lady didn't respond. Okay? So I don't know what's going on with the lady mouth. That's all I know. If that ain't good enough for you, bitch, make it enough. Okay?
Hell no. I'm crippled. I've been interviewing a lot of people for a long time. And I know when something ain't right. Now, I'm not saying he did anything. I just know when something ain't right. Because I'm trying to figure out, why is he coming out in his first statement about the lady who's his friend is the lady? And why are you coming out on the internet defensive? You were the last person with her. She went in the house. You got in your car. She woke up Sunday morning in a pool of blood. Now, I don't know what happened to her, but I wouldn't refer to someone that I went out with just the night before that celebrated me and is always there for me as the lady. I do not know what happened to my friend Tamar. I'm praying. I'm waiting on her to say something. I will update y'all as soon as I know something, when she's ready to share. We are trying to figure this out. That spoke with so much guilt. I'm willing to think, hypothetically, he stay on an edible. He stay drinking, and he stay on an edible. And that lady was out partying with you. Now, your tolerance is obviously a lot higher. I'm inclined to think he went to Colombia on the black market and got a liver transplant. Because as much as this man drank and do cocaine and all the other things and edibles, that's why he had to come out and say, I'm not high, but I am on an edible. Well, how high we talking? How high we talking? Like, bro. My Ukrainian friend says, bro. She come from my Ukrainian friend. She actually walked across the border when that war started with her son in the cold, okay? Listen. That to me, if anything happened to somebody that I was close to, I wouldn't be on the internet trying to defend myself and nobody said anything. I would be trying to figure out how to get my friend some help. I would ignore what people are saying, and I would just proceed on with my show. Hey, y'all, pray for Tamar. She's figuring it out. When I know something and she allows me to say something, I will say something. But the fact that you came out here on some alibi shit, I was with my mama. I was here at 10:02. I dropped her off. That's the last time I seen her. But what did y'all drink together, eat together? Did you give her an edible? Because you keep you a weed, man. You remember that wedding in California, and all of the guests were served edibles, and they all had to be transported to the hospital? Yeah, remember that? Yeah, okay? Funky does a lot of shit that he don't tell y'all about, okay? I know. I ain't never did it with him, but his friends, managers, agents, and all that, they done seen him and they tell me, okay? All I'm trying to say is this was very distasteful, disheartening, and I do want to pray for Tamar, and this just goes to show and reiterate, this man don't give a damn about nobody but himself. And that's why he had that old stank-ass look on his face when they were celebrating her and not him. And now he's out here talking about the lady. I hope when Tamar gets all her teeth back in her mouth, she come and knock the 2 free ones that Dr. Heavenly gave him out. We're going to head over to TashaKLive.com in just a second, all right, guys? We still got, okay. We're going to head over to TashaKLive.com in just a second. Let me let you know what's coming up on TashaKLive.com, okay? Definitely going to be talking about Megan Thee Stallion, also Tom Brady, all right? Out here in the Chocolate Factory. Leonardo DiCaprio, Amar LaNegra's baby daddy, okay? Now, we've spilled wine on him in the past, but we about to spill some more. He has just been indicted on RAPE charges, okay? You know we can't say that word over here on YouTube because they say we're not grown enough to say it, all right? Also going to be talking about Mia Gordon's ex-husband, Gordon Thornton, having rental problems in Atlanta. It's pretty funny. Did you see that video, Jasmine? I was like, and I don't think anybody knew that it was her husband. I said, always getting thick over here. And, we got hella wine on Krishan's new boyfriend. He got the girls out here fighting over him, okay? All of that and much more coming up on TashaKLive.com. You do have to subscribe via the website to watch this show. It is very uncensored and raw, so if you're used to me not cursing and it's your first time over here, welcome to the hood, okay? Welcome to the front porch, all right? And so we're glad to have you over there. But before we go, all right, definitely want to shout out my sponsors. I am wearing the Sugar Case Glazed Donut. That's why my skin is glistening and everything like that. We also got the Watermelon Squeeze. These are my last 2 bottles. So I'm asking the Sugar Case, please, will you send me some more free bottles, okay? Please, all right, before these run out. And I got to promote some more because that was part of the deal, you know. I get my favorite body oils in exchange for promotion, okay? And so the winos are loving these. They bind them up. Y'all sold the lady out. She couldn't even catch up with the orders, but now she caught up. She ready to go, okay? And they are back on sale now. So use my coupon code TK10. You can go to thesugarcase.com to get your orders. Also, guys, I got a little review I want to read real quick from a wino. And give me just a second. I love my little reviews, okay? Because can't nobody tell me nothing about the products that I personally use that I have reached out to the sponsors for to offer to y'all so that y'all have good, high-quality supplements because we don't eat good and we don't eat right, okay? And so, hold on. Let me pull it up. Hold right there, okay? Because you must hear this. You must hear this, okay? Now, hold on. Okay, so this is from a wino. She goes, greetings, Miss TK. I just wanted to share with you about the gummies, all right? So she goes, I saw you on YouTube and you talked about natural remedies and what you took. Now, I don't trust pharmaceutical medication and I suffer with inflammation due to my arthritis on my hands. It's not the mushroom extract. It's the other gummies. But the mushroom extract, that's a game changer too. She goes, I'm 51 years old and when I wake up, I couldn't get out of bed. It takes me a while. So I ordered the inflammation joint therapy and I took it for the first time before I went to bed because that's when your body heals, which is true. I take my supplements at night, okay? And she goes, that's when your body heals. And on 8/18/25, when I woke up this morning, I was able to get out of bed with no pain. I just want to say thank you so much. I am crying as I'm writing this to you. Phoenix, Arizona. Her name is Brandy G. Okay. And the 2 supplements that she's talking about is the chicory root, okay, which has glucosamine in it. And glucosamine aids in repairing joint and muscle tissue and things like that, okay? And also the Indian turmeric extract, which aids in all sorts of lowering inflammation in the body, all right? And so for a lot of people who don't like to eat turmeric, you don't want it to turn your poop yellow and your tongue yellow and you smell like curry and all that shit, you know what I'm saying? They have managed to put it into a gummy, okay? And so when you go on the website, it's gonna say chicory root. It's also gonna say Indian turmeric. And if you wanna really boost and get rid of some of that arthritis, all right? I want you to add the liquid D3 10,000 IUs. You can do your own research on this, all right? So listen, if you probably have arthritis or joint problems and things like that, you probably might have a vitamin D3 deficiency, okay? And so I typically use 10,000 IUs. I use this about 3 times a week. That's 30,000 IUs in addition to what I'm getting from the sea moss drops, which has vitamin D in them as well, and the mushroom gummies, okay? And the mushroom gummies has vitamin D as well, and they give you a hella mental clarity, all right? I used to take 2 of these. I take 1 now, right? Because, you know, my mind is just so clear now. It really helps you to focus. It gives you energy. You can look at all of the 5-star reviews on shoptkdeals.com from winos such as yourself, all right? All of these are available on my website, shoptkdeals.com. Use my coupon code TK10 to save 10% off of your first order. And don't forget, guys, for anti-cancer, antiviral, anti-diabetes, and things like that, we have the soursop and sea moss drops, too. This is a hot seller on the website as well, shoptkdeals.com. Use the coupon code TK10. Now we're about to head over to TashaKLive.com. All right, like I said, for the second part of our show, don't forget, guys, we are casting for a new show, a supernatural phenomenon. If you've had a spiritual encounter, a supernatural phenomenon, people think you crazy, please go to tkcast.com and select, all right, the actual show and apply for it. We will start filming third week of September, okay? We're almost filled up on those slots, so if you have a story that you want to tell that is just kind of out of this world and people won't believe that you was visited by a spirit or something like that, we definitely want to hear it, okay? Because we love those type of stories. And don't forget, we're always casting for Do You Like Me, which is our new dating show, all right? So we are casting for season 2. It will premiere September 16th, Tuesday, season 1, on Unwind with Tasha K, all platforms. And also, we are casting for Shoot Your Shot, which is our talent show, okay? And so you can go to tkcast.com, look at all of the casting calls that we have, and if something fits your criteria, please apply, all right? Listen, if you want to advertise on this platform, please feel free to email me via unwinewithtashak@gmail.com, and one of our team members will get back to you. I love you guys. I hope that you guys enjoy White Wine Wednesday. We're going to head over to TashaKLive.com for the second part of our Unwind show. And like I said, if you do want to see it, you do have to go to the website and subscribe, then download the app and you can cast it to your TV and sip and drink with us, okay? Thank you to my entire team. Thank you to all of you guys. I hope you enjoyed today's show. I love you. Remember, everything's alleged. Even my name's alleged. Even Teddy's name's alleged, okay? And with that being said, we're going to take you home with some of our ads. Now I got to go. Bye. So, you are here, not that you want to be here, okay? But you're having to come out and clear your name. Mm-hmm. You are the ex-husband to Kelly Farrell.
Correct.
Season 16's newest Real Housewife of Atlanta, okay? And interesting enough, you guys like have a court order. You're not even supposed to be talking about your marriage or divorce or anything.
It's a gag order that we not supposed to be talking about it.
Now we're gonna talk about like how did you get here, because you done lost everything. You lost the marriage. How the hell did you go from $2 million a year to you're trying to pay child support and can't pay it because money is being frozen and held?
For all this, everything I'm telling you right now happened before the divorce. Everything happened before the divorce.
Was there any marital issues between you two? Like, were there any infidelities?
No, absolutely not. No abuse, no infidelity, nothing like that. All that stuff I'm hearing she's saying on TV is for ratings.
Like what?
I heard she said I was abusive, lies. Infidelity, lies.
How does this happen?
That's right. It's against the law what happened to me. She said she went on national TV and said I was gonna kill her, right? And I didn't say that. When they was handcuffing me, I was walking out the courtroom and I said, I got you. I said, it's messed up. I was telling her and her family, right? You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So it's like I said, I was a very private person. I was nowhere on social media. I was on Google, none of that. And because of this show, my life is destroyed.
Watch this full program and other exclusive content on www.TashaKLive.com.
Do you like me, yes or no? This show is 3 beautiful women that are waiting to be chosen by their mystery man.
We ain't seen his ass yet, but how he sounding?
We like it.
Some of these interactions get interesting and real messy.
What's going on? How you doing?
Tasha K, I'm kind of nervous because his voice sounds too familiar.
Oh. I even intervened and asked my questions to extract my wine my way. Do you have a high body count?
What, do I date a lot of women?
A lot of women.
Nah, but I mean, listen.
Do you like me, yes or no? Coming soon to Unwind with Tasha K.
Tasha K presents Do You Like Me? The ultimate dating experience is here. Premiering Tuesday, September 16th at 7 p.m. Eastern. Streaming live on YouTube, Facebook, and Twitch. Subscribe now to watch the show.